Unit 7, Lesson 2, Assignment 1. Okay, so this is a probability quiz. We got to pick which one is right. They didn't have the right answer on here. I actually put it on here, but we'll show you how you got that one. They put 1 out of 26, but it's actually supposed to be 1 out of 36. You roll 2 dice. What is the probability of rolling a 2, then a 1? So the probability of rolling a 2, the first roll, is 1 out of 6. Probability of rolling a 1 on the second roll, 1 out of 6. You get 1 times 1, which is 1. 6 times 6, which is 36, which is 1 out of 36. Okay, at a pizza restaurant, you can choose 3 types of crust, 4 types of toppings, so 3 types of crust, 4 types of toppings, and then you can get a small, medium, or large. How many different types of pizza can be made from those choices? So it's actually, we just multiply all these for the total possible outcome. So 3 times 4 times 3 gives us 36, which is C. C would be the answer right there. Okay. That would be the answer for that one. Okay, the probability of snow today is 20%, and the probability of snow tomorrow is 50%. What is the probability that it will snow on both days? So 20%, also known as, we can do 2 over 10 is fine. And then chance of snow tomorrow is 5 out of 10. So you would get 2 times 5 is 10 over 100, which lowest terms would be 1 out of 10. Okay, so in 1 out of 10 is A. So that's the answer for 3. Number 4, you have a full bag of candy. There are 22 strawberry candies, 8 apple candies, and 10 orange candies. If you choose a candy at random and put it back in the bag, then choose a second candy, what is the probability that the candies you select be an apple, then an orange? So the total number first is 40 outcomes. So the chance of an apple first would be 8 out of 40. And then chance of an orange would be 10 out of 40. So if you multiply these, your answers are going to be in decimals. So you go 8 times 10. Well, first you could actually lower this. So this could be, this divided by 10 would be 1. This divided by 10 would be 4. Notice we have to do a numerator and denominator. So 1 over 4. This divided by 8 is 1. This divided by 8 is 5. Okay. So we got 1 times 1, which is 1. 5 times 4, which is 20. So it would be 1 out of 20, which is also written as 0.05. That's the decimal version of 1 out of 20. Okay. A bag contains red tiles, blue tiles, green tiles, and 1 yellow tile. What is the probability of drawing a blue, then another blue tile if the first tile is not returned to the bag? Okay. This is a tricky one. So it contains 4 red, 3 blue, 2 green, 1 yellow. So we have a total of 10 tiles. Okay, so drawing a blue tile, then another blue tile. So the first blue tile would be 3 out of 10. So now we need to know the possibility of drawing a blue and then another blue tile if the first tile is not drawn for the bag, or not put back in the bag. So we've got 3 blue here, So we took one out here, so there'd be only 2 blue left. But we're missing 1 tile here is 2, so that would be 9. So again, we can go numerator, denominator. This divided by 2 is 1, divided by 2 is 5, divided by 3 is 1, divided by 3 is 3. So we get 1 times 1, which is 1, 5 times 3, which is 15. So it'd be 1 out of 15 would be the answer for that one. Number 6, you toss a coin 3 times. What is the probability that the coin lands on heads each time? So we've got heads and tails. That's the first roll. Okay, second roll, if you did heads, it could have been heads and tails. If you did tails, it could have been heads and tails. All right, and then 3, we're rolling it 3 times. This is a tree diagram here. If you did heads, then heads, it could have been heads and tails. And then they heads, then tails, it could be heads and tails this time. Tails, then heads, we could have heads, then tails. And then tails, tails, heads, and tails. So if we notice from this tree, the only time that the coin lands on heads each time is right here. Out of a possible, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 outcomes. It happens only once. So that would be why it's 1 out of 8. Okay, to set a combination for your lock, you need to pick 3 letters, A to E. You can use each letter more than once. How many possible combinations are there? So, we've got A, B, C, D, E. So that's a total of 5 numbers. Okay? And we're supposed to pick 3 of them, it says. So we've got 3 spots for combination lock. And there's 5 options. And it also says that you can choose it more than once. So it could have been EEE, CCC, etc. So that would just be 5 times 5 times 5, which would give you that 125 right there. So that means that you can use each letter more than once. And yeah, that's the option there. 5 times 5 times 5, which should be 125. That's the answers for the probability quiz, assignment number 1, lesson 2, unit 7.